one is the kale. You see it had a little, it seemed to have stood up. It's going to be fine. It got down into the teens last night, so that's why it was kind of bent over, but it's going to make it. Right here, as you can see, is some of my 49-inch kiddie pools. I want to be planting my yellow squash and zucchini in these next month. This is one of the beds of the spinach. It seems to love the cold. It just stood right on up. Right here in these totes will be peanuts. I already have the soil prepared, but we won't be planting these until April, so I just cover these up until then. I have 4 totes. These are 20 gallons. This is the garlic that I planted a few months ago. I have mulch over it. So these actually grew up because we had a lot of warm days. We're in zone 9A, so our weather is hot for the most part, and then we'll get a freak freeze every now and then. So this should grow up as soon when it gets warmer. These are the sweet onions that we planted back during the fall. They had a little frost damage, but they'll be fine. I put a little mulch around them, as you can see. And these are getting big. So that's an update on the onions. Here's a good one right here. Alright, and here's another pool of onions which I planted about a month ago. And they've started growing up. These will be my spring onions, and those other onions I will probably harvest them in maybe June. Okay. This is where the mustard greens were. I went on and pulled them up because it was so cold, and the last time it got down in the 20s, the mustard greens kind of suffered, and I didn't want to lose them, so I just pulled them all up and turned the soil some, and I'll till it again in a few weeks to get ready to start putting corn out. Here are my carrots. They don't mind the cold either. Right here are the turnip greens. You can see I have a nice one coming up right here. So I can go ahead and pull them. I had a lot of worm activity, so maybe the freeze took care of some of that. Alright. I took the broccoli up also because last time it didn't do so well when it was in the 20s. So I went on and took it up, and I've already stored it. I got about 4 gallons, I think it was, of the broccoli. Cabbage. As you can see, nice heads forming here. This is a good one. Nice solid head. These are the collard greens. They seem to have done the best, besides the cabbage and the freeze. They've just done wonderful. These are the Georgia collards. I've cut maybe 4 times off of these, and they've come back twice as much as it was before. These are the little spring cabbages that I planted last month, and as soon as one plant looks like it's the healthiest out of all of them, I would just thin all of these out. So I covered them with a towel, you know, just in case it got cold again, because they're young seedlings, so they would be affected by the cold. And there's another bed of spinach. They enjoyed the freeze also. And right here, ever so small, is my lettuce bed. This will be my spring lettuce. I planted romaine and what's called salad bowl lettuce. I'm really excited about this, especially when the cucumbers and the tomatoes start growing. Okay, and last but not least, in these pots right here, and these 5, this was called the potato onion or the multiplying onion. All right, hope you enjoy it. That's all.